So you see now here he is already bringing all the three elements: the element of space, of time,
And fate.
and of destiny.
Yes, sir.
All the three elements are coming in one single line.
Yes,
Just
sir.
put all the three elements. Now the question is this destined meeting place. Is it only in the context of their meeting, or this is also going to be the destined place where death is going to occur later on?
Yes, sir. That's very symmetrical if you ask me, and that I would prefer it to be that way. If let's say it was a choice that one had to arrange these things,
Yeah, yeah.
because that spot has become so important by the
Yes.
very fact that the divine bride and the divine groom
Spouse, they have come
spouse, they've
together,
come
and
together.
the death has to be there
Yes,
only
sir.
on that place. You see,
Right, sir. And love has wakened in Savitri's very physical being.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
right.
it is
Yeah.
at that very spot,
Yeah.
love, because death also is shadowing love all this while.
That's right, exactly.
And
That's important.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
follow like a shadow. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That is the important point. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir.
now it means that this place may not be very close to the hermitages.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
It may not be very close to the hermitages.
Now, sir, there is actually a couple of sentences in here which I could not understand why they should be here and what they are intending to say. I'll just try to find them
Okay.
and
Yeah.
point them out.
Yeah.
Because there is this line about man and which goes to the.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're in the same canto. Is there?
Yes, sir. It's in the same canto. It's
Yeah.
there, sir.
Yeah. Here it is. Man, the deep browed artificer, 14.
Yes, sir. No, so there is this that at the exact spot, the road turns.
He had taken a different turn.
No, sir. About this particular spot where they're going to meet,
Yes.
there's got some unique quality
Yeah.
that where the road was running towards the human scenes. There is something like that, and it's basically a comment on this spot.
It is coming in the next canto.
Probably, sir. It is a comment on the particular spot, sir.
Yeah, I will do 101.
102, sir. The next one is 102.
Uh, 102.6.
Yes, sir. Only one sign was there of a human.
102.6. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And he says, Pierce is enormous dream of solitude. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In fact, we'll come to that.
That would be, sir, basically to say the enormous dream of solitude pierced. That is Satyavan who's pierced the enormous dream of
well,
solitude.
at this stage, it's not really Satyavan. He's talking about the landscape.
Yes, sir. But still, I mean, in a symbolic way, it could be meaning that.
Yes, that's all right. But essentially, in the context here, the landscape.
Right, sir.
She says, here first she met on the uncertain earth.
Right, sir.
7.
Yes, sir.
The one for whom her heart had come
so far.
And see the beauty of this line. The one for whom her heart had come so far. Monosyllabic.
Yes, sir. Monosyllabic all of them.
Completely. And the rhythm is beautiful.
Yes, sir. Exactly
The
10.
one for whom her heart had come so far.
Exact 10.
Perfect iambic meter. Perfect.
And all 10 numbers.
Short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. You see. So, I see basically, therefore, what I'm saying is, if this is going to be the meeting place, and if it is also going to be the place where death is likely to occur,
yes, sir,
then it may not be very close to the hermitages.
Right, sir.
It may not be very close to the hermitages. That they can cannot just easily walk and come meet, see like that, you see.
Right, sir.
And
it has to be a special place in a way.
It has been isolated from everything.
Right, sir.
From the human,
access,
all the human elements, just pure nature alone.
Yeah, it cannot be on a bypath or
no, exactly.
something like that.
Yeah. So, But now the destined spot and hour were close. Unknowing, she had neared her nameless goal. Again, here in this line, unknowing, but it is obvious. How does she know? I mean, is the poet using this word unnecessarily?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Unknowing she had neared the nameless goal. Yeah, that's very obvious per se.
Obviously, she does not know. See, what does it mean by unknowing? She had neared her nameless goal.
Unknowing,
And can we call that thing as a nameless goal?
nameless, sir, in the sense that he's not been identified.
Yeah.
His otherwise.
No, goal. It's a question of goal. Goal is fixed.
Yes, sir.
Goal is already determined.
As per the specifications, as you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Goal is already fixed.
Yes, sir, but it's nameless in terms of the human face it has.
Uh,
It is nameless in terms of the human face that goal has.
yeah. Means.
Means, as far as she's concerned,
Yeah.
that is yet to get fixed on a human person. You can see it in that way.
Yeah.
her
See,
to have an image of that.
nameless here has a different connotation.
Okay, sir.
It means that it is beyond the reckoning of mental faculties
Okay, sir.
of name and form.
That sounds appropriate way of
Yeah.
looking at
It is beyond nameless. You cannot describe. You can't say this, that.
it. Mind falls short of.
Mount and short of that.
Short of
In that
describing.
sense, it is nameless. Not that she has no name for that
Right, sir.
in her own soul, but generally. Unknowing, of course, because at the moment she is human Savitri,
Right.
and the human veil is definitely there around her.
So surface mind is basically.
Surface mind is definitely
unknowing.
there.
So
You see.
unknowing relates to the surface mind,
Yes,
and nameless relates to the.
which cannot be described, indescribable,
Yes, sir, which is not
or
accessible
which is
to.
extremely, yeah,
It's not accessible to the surface mind.
surface mind. Exactly. In that sense, it is nameless also.
Right,
See.
sir.
So already a lot of occult content is put in two lines, see,
Yes, sir.
and then the rest is a narrative
Right, sir. Of the particular place
of the particular place and all that.
and the
things.
time and everything.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. In fact, here also, it doesn't stop there. You see, he says, you take the next sentence.
So there is another very interesting thing.
Yeah.
She's not just meeting Satyavan here.
Huh?
She's also meeting love here,
Yes, of course.
and she'll probably be meeting death also here. So it's not just I mean the destined meeting place.
Means also for death.
Also for love and death as
Yes,
well.
yes, of course.
Satyavan,
Yeah.
love and death.
Yes,
So
of course. Yeah.
it's a chain of
And all the three units
person.
together.
Yes, sir. So it intends to be the meeting place for all of the
Of
three
course,
them.
it is. It's very true.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Though death only introduces himself later on.
See, he says now in this line, our eyes interpret an omniscient force. So what we are doing, we are not ourselves aware of it, but it is the omniscient force which is operating and doing those things. Sanctuary of youth and joy. Oh yeah, it is three. See, now this is important again.
Yes, sir.
What is the nature of that meeting place?
Soft and delicate air.
It is a sanctuary of youth and
And
joy.
joy.
Young souls are coming together, they are going to meet. And this is a sanctuary where the union will take place
Right, sir.
of useful life and of course joyous life. Now, so if this is pertaining to love, does it also mean that there is some kind of connection with it with death?
In this place. So
Huh.
let's say if it was love and this thing, so
Huh.
you have these elements of youth, joy,
Yeah.
and so
yeah,
what is
yeah.
the element which indicates death?
Yeah.
So let's say, sir, what are the elements which indicate death? They would be
Grief,
desert.
suffering, pain.
No, sir, but in physical terms,
Yeah.
they would be desert-like spaces.
Yes.
Right, sir,
Yeah.
where the life is more or
Yeah,
less not
yeah,
existent in
Just
that
right.
sense.
Yeah.
And there will be bare, stern places,
Yeah.
will be hard places.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could identify those elements with the death's meeting place in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe the mountains which are overlooking the hard peaks, though they indicate aspiration more than anything else, I guess.
Well, you see, actually, it is not specified here,
right, sir.
but it comes later on.
Right, sir.
In the form of the stone figure, the blue-throated ascetic.
Right, sir.
18.
Right, sir. A matted forest had invaded heaven, as if a
So that is the on the
Shiva.
rock, Shiva.
Right, sir.
He is the Lord of transformation.
Right, sir.
He is the Lord of transformation.
Right, sir.
And it is He who is presiding over the entire
So he
scene.
brings in death as a
Yeah.
as the priest
Yeah.
for that transformation.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is getting connected that way also, you see.
Yes, sir.
Lot of, in fact, and he says that also. Uh, see this line 4. It opens with that their expectation beat wide sudden wings. Now again, see the beauty of poetry. Expectation.
Yes, sir.
Of course, in the immediate context, the expectation is the expectation of their meeting.
Yes, sir.
Of their meeting. But there is the width also of that expectation which can go beyond the meeting of youth and joy.
Right, sir.
Beyond the meeting of youth and joy, there is the expectation also of that.
So expectation, if you see from the Earth's perspective,
Yeah.
it is the Earth's problem which is there, which needs to be resolved.
Yes, exactly.
And Earth is
In
seeking
fact,
that.
Yeah. That is exactly what the second line says.
Yes, sir. As if a soul had looked out from Earth's face.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And all that was in her felt a coming change.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's exactly that only.
Yeah, yeah. And then he says also here, see, obedient to time's call
and the
and
spirit's
spirit's fate. I think spirit has a fate.
Yes, sir.
Spirits of fate were lifted to a beauty, calm and pure, that lived under the eyes of eternity. So, in other words, this distinct meeting place is supervised
Eyes
from
of
above,
eternity.
but the eye of eternity is looking down from above. See. Now we can put it like this also as an extension of this argument. See, on the day when Satyavan is to die, Savitri gets up early in the morning, gets ready, and then she worships Durga, the statue of Durga carved by Satyavan on a stone, and then she kind of gets ready. Durga, because she is the one who gives protection against all calamity. She is the protectress against all difficulties. She is the warrior, she will give help, she will fight out the enemy. So she is worshipping Durga. Now, what is happening here is then that while Savitri is doing that thing, from above, Yama is watching all this thing. Death is seeing what Savitri is doing. I know what you did in the morning. What prayer you had offered to Durga, I don't know, but you were certainly worshipping Durga in the morning, you see. In other words, all the acts are also being supervised from an eye above. From an eye above. Eternity's eye, eyes of eternity. Here, therefore, when Savitri and Satyavan are going to meet, it is not that it is only nature around, but all the supernatural
So all
beings.
in our modern terminology,
Yeah.
all the stakeholders are very alert
Yeah.
to this occasion.
That is true. That is very true. Yeah, that is very true. Yes, yes, that's true.
So death is alert to it,
Yeah.
and even death would be alert to their meeting also.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So this everything being kind of washed above from above, see, and therefore naturally, in a certain sense, you can say that they are bound to meet. They cannot but meet.
But me, yes, sir.
They cannot but meet. You see.
Yes, sir. You can say in the entire effort of nature,
Yeah.
it is that long sought occasion
Yeah.
of coming together.
Yeah.
of the divine bride, and we have Satyavan here.
Yeah.
So that's what that marriage is like, long awaited, and
Yeah.
that marriage is what will take the divine life to its logical
Yeah.
conclusion.
Yeah.
So in that sense, maybe this is the point,
Yeah.
which is gods have been eagerly awaiting, and
Of course, they are awaiting.
because
Yeah.
they've been fighting for this all their
Yeah,
life.
yeah. In fact, they have. I'm not exactly fighting. They have been working. They
Yes,
have
they're
been
working it
busy.
out.
They have
They
been
work it out.
toiling for
Yes,
this
sir.
moment to occur.
Right, sir.
For this moment to occur, they have been busy. Yeah, it's true, of course. Yeah.
So a lot of gods and everybody would be involved in
Yeah.
organizing the particular spot,
Yeah.
and
But at the
uh,
same time, this whole thing is not just mechanical. In the sense that you have seen perhaps a video, no? You roll a ball, then this trips, and then that trips, and then that
no,
trips, and that.
you switch on the light,
Button.
get button, get light gets switched on. You switch it off, it gets switched off.
No, and then ultimately some kind of an explosion takes place later on.
It's
See, you have seen that.
Yes, sir. Which in sequence they trigger different
Exactly,
aspects,
and then jumping up and down, and then
and then there will be
finally,
even cards which will fall
yes,
on top of each
yes,
other.
yes, exactly. That. So it is not that mechanical also here.
Yes, sir.
That the gods are there, everything is arranged, and it is destined. It is not even that. There is a constant interplay of all the three forces: the supernatural force, the force of nature from below, and the force of the individual's soul.
Right, sir.
Individual soul, yes, Savitri's soul is equally important.
Right, sir.
Nature is working and arranging all these
So
things.
when you see in the whole book of Fate,
Yeah,
and even at the beginning of this thing, the book of Yoga,
yeah,
it is very clear that the elements which are relevant for fate,
yeah,
it is the secret soul within us.
yes.
It is its will which has organized these difficulties
That's right.
purposefully,
Yeah,
and so it is the will and the secret soul in us and
yeah,
the nature,
yeah,
who are both combined to determine the outcome of our
that's right.
fate.
Yeah. Yeah. So all the three elements are there. Supernatural force. See, simply the divine force, you wave a wand and things will happen here. It's not that.
It has to be worked out.
It doesn't. That nature will automatically and mechanically come and produce this thing. There is also the role of the individual soul
Right, sir.
in the entire affair. When the soul is alert, when the soul is fully awake, when it has its own will, full will, irrespective of the dominance of nature, then it can also exert its own force. That is why Savitri says, I know, yes, if it is fated, I know how to change fate.
Right, sir.
I know how to change fate.
Right, sir.
The sequence is there, fate is there, all right, let it be there. But I also know how to deal with fate
Right, sir.
because this has come out from her, you see.
Right, sir.